Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, Brandon here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Ahmed, and he's selling his Amazon FBA business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Ahmed, and how are you doing today?
Hey Brandon, thanks for having me on the call. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing perfect today. Thanks for asking, and really excited to have you on this call today to talk about this business you've created. But before we get into the questions, let's go into a quick summary of the business. It's an Amazon FBA business in the medical niche, and it was created in October 2017. The average monthly revenue for the business is $256,000, $814. And it also makes an average of $76,027 per month in net profit. For everyone listening, you can visit the empireflippers.com/marketplace URL and search for listing 47198 to learn more about the business or place a refundable deposit to start your due diligence if interested in purchasing this asset. So now that I've given a general overview of the business, let's go into the assets that are included with the sale. It is the Amazon Seller Central account with 3 SKUs, the domain and all site content and files, a trademark, a mini chat account with 6,000 subscribers, a Facebook account, and it is also worth noting that inventory is not normally included in the list price, and further details can be provided to active depositors. And it is also worth noting that the US Amazon account will be included in the sale, and any EU Amazon account listings will be included as a listing transfer, as per EU regulations require. So, Ahmed, can you tell me a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, sure. So I'm basically from Pakistan, and I've been doing e-commerce business here since last 8 years, along with my school. And I started my Amazon FBA business in 2017. And since then, it was my first business. And now I've grown it and I'm planning to sell this business.
Awesome. And then, so how did you get the idea to start this specific business? Was it something that you were kind of already, learning how to do prior to starting this business, or was this something that came out of the blue?
One of my friends told me regarding this business, and I believe that it's somewhat similar to what I'm doing locally. So why not to expand internationally? So yeah, that's how I started it.
Okay. And then now, how does this business primarily make money then? Is it all coming from Amazon FBA?
Yeah, obviously, it's completely from Amazon FBA. We don't have any other sources for income for this business.
Okay. So there's no Shopify store or e-commerce side of the business on the website itself?
Yeah.
Okay. So primarily
only
just
Amazon
FBA. Okay. And then now, so why did you decide to choose this specific business model? Was there something that stood out to you about FBA that sounded like a better chance than something like an e-commerce store?
Yeah, I found it like it's pretty easy to handle. And obviously, when you want to increase the size of your business and take it to the next level, FBA model is the easiest one. Like, you don't have to care about the operations and the handling of the business. You really need to think about how to grow the business. So I believe that was the thing which attracted me towards FBA model.
And then, so now, why decide to get into the medical niche? Was there something that stood out to you during your research phase that you had a chance to gain some capital with this specific niche?
Basically, one of my uncle had an accident somewhere around 2016. Obviously, when we were into this, while he was recovering, we were using different medical instruments. And there I got to know that a lot about those instruments. So then I knew that what are the pros and what are the cons and what are the things that we can improve and bring our own product. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's where I started.
So Ahmed, why is it that you decided to sell the business at this time?
The primary reason besides selling this business is obviously the products in this business are like average of like $20 to $30. But I'm going to start a new business. There's a completely different niche, and obviously that requires a lot of capital for it. And yeah, that's the reason behind selling the business.
Got it. And then was there anything that you learned while you were growing this business that you plan on applying to these future FBA businesses as well?
Yeah, there are a lot of things I learned about it from this business. Obviously, as I told you that this is my first business. So one of the best thing I learned about was the PPC tactics and how important is PPC for the Amazon FBA business and the ranking strategies, how important is ranking and making your product on the autopilot mode. So these are the few strategies which I learned from this business, and obviously I gained enough confidence to start a new business with higher valued products and even bigger business.
Okay. And then on the flip side of that, Ahmed, was there anything that you tried with this business and it just didn't give you the ROI you were expecting?
Honestly, nothing specific. Yes, I had a product launch like almost a year ago, and then I found out that there were a few other sellers who reduced their price greatly, and we were left with our profit was next to none. Discontinued that product for US market, but obviously I'm continuing that product in other markets and it's profitable there. So that's one thing which was the flip side.
And then now, where does a majority of your traffic come from then? Is it mostly coming from Amazon organic search, or is a lot of the traffic coming from your PPC ads?
I believe 90% of the traffic is coming from organic or even more than that. Mm-hmm. PPC is just to support and, just to keep the product on the top of the search keywords for few keywords. And obviously, I'm running this business since 2 years, so most of keywords and most of already ranked. So yeah, 90% or even more than 90% traffic is organic.
And then are you doing anything else in terms of marketing with, like, say, the mini chat subscribers or maybe even the Facebook account that you currently have set up?
ManyChat is the only source of marketing which I've been using till yet. And as I told, we have no other, we do have social media accounts, but obviously they are not the main source of traffic. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the ManyChat is one of them that I've been using for marketing aside Amazon.
And then hypothetically speaking, Ahmed, if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways that you would try and grow it?
If I would have kept this business, the best thing which I would have gone for was to expand it to other markets as well. Basically, Germany would have been my first target for this. I was also planning on adding new products. In fact, I've listed down few products as well, which I would have launched. And yeah, Shopify would have been one of the things which I would have done if I keep this business.
And then now, can you describe some of the typical tasks or the operation side of the business that you're doing for this on a daily basis?
Okay, so the only work we are doing over here is looking day-to-day messages, inventory planning, and once a week we look after the PPC and improvise it. That's it.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty standard operation when it comes to the Amazon FBA model. Now, do you think there's any specific skill set or maybe some knowledge that a buyer should already have prior to purchasing this asset?
Honestly speaking, there isn't anything in specific that the buyer needs to know. Obviously, if a person knows how to run an Amazon business, then that's pretty much it.
Okay. And then what do you feel are maybe some of the potential risks associated with this business? Do you think that, maybe they're more along the lines of what Amazon FBA's risks are associated with, or do you feel there's something else specific for this business?
What I believe is that obviously, when you are selling on Amazon, you are dependent upon Amazon might suspend your account. Amazon might suspend your listing for violating their terms and conditions. So these risks are obviously associated with Amazon. And obviously, if we talk about the risk other than Amazon, then obviously one of the risks that we are facing right now, obviously other businesses facing this risk. One of it is coronavirus. So yeah, these kinds of risks are common with all the businesses, not specific with any Amazon business. But if we talk about Amazon business only, it's the suspension from Amazon, I guess.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you on that. And then now, Ahmed, are you willing to commit to a non-compete, meaning, any future businesses you get into or even presently, you'll stay out of this specific niche?
Yeah, obviously, for sure.
Okay, perfect. And then how much support are you willing to offer potential buyers? Are you going with the typical 30 days of email and Skype support, or did you have something in addition you would like to add on to that?
Yeah, I'm available for 3 to 4 months for email support. And yeah, I'll be having one Skype call for free for next 4 months.
Perfect. And then, are you willing to negotiate something like an earnout, meaning you'll receive a large portion of the sales price up front and then smaller payments to close off the deal, over the course of a few months after that?
Yep, currently we are already undergoing few deals and we are discussing on earnout as well. So it works for me.
Perfect. And then just a few more sideline questions for you, Ahmed. Is there anyone who inspired you while you were building this business that our listeners might like as well?
I've been following few of the professional Amazon coach like Kevin King and Ben Cummings. These are the people who have been doing really great in this business. So yeah, I've been following these two personalities.
Oh, it's really great information and some insight on, useful professionals within this space. And then, what advice would you give to our listeners that you wish you knew when you started this business?
The problem which I faced in a start was the hijacking of Amazon listings. So now Amazon have also started the IP accelerator program. That's pretty good. Previously, we had to wait around a year to get a trade and then get enrolled into a brand registry 2.0. For anyone starting with the Amazon business, I would highly recommend apply for the IP accelerator program, get your trademark done and brand registry done. So you are safe from the hijackers.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you on that as well. Now, was there any software or maybe tools that you were using at the start of this?
In the start, obviously, I wasn't using much of the tools, but obviously, when I started this business, I used tools like Jungle Scout and Helium 10 for the product research. But later on, I added Zone Master and Fetches for accounting and Zone Master for the automated follow-up email tool.
Very cool. Yeah, that's really helpful information. And I'm sure, anyone listening in on this and they're looking to get started as well, they can look up those tools as well and kind of utilize them within their own business plan. Now, what was it that drove you or maybe even motivated you during, growing this business for you, Ahmed?
If I tell you that, honestly speaking, when I started this business, I kept a long-term goal and then I broke that down to short-term goal. And that kept me motivated to achieve my goal.
Yeah, that's really great. And then, why do you think that this business model is good for those interested in getting started in online business?
It's basically a pretty good business model. I would rate it pretty good because when you are starting this business model, once you are done with the starting part, the ranking and ranking the product to the top, then this business gets completely autopilot. The maximum time to give it to this business is 30 minutes a day, and that's it. So yeah, getting an autopilot business and you are earning even when you are sleeping. So what else do you need?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you on that. One final question for you, Ahmed. Putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think that your business is worth buying?
As I told you, Brandon, that almost all of the products are the best sellers of this business, or maybe the second best sellers, or we are in the top categories for all the products. We have ranked pretty good, and the complete business is on the autopilot mode. It's just to get the business and start earning it. That's it.
Yeah, that's really great. And I'm sure, any potential buyers that are listening to this call, they can see the value that, you're offering with this asset and, the potential that this business has to really, get pushed and achieve great things down the road. Now, is there anything else you would like to share that I might have missed during this call, Ahmed?
Not really. I think we have covered everything regarding the business. The one thing which I would like to tell you that I've recently launched a product in both the markets, UK and US market for this business. And we are now since December, we have started yielding the profits for this business for that specific product. So I believe this business is still in the growing phase. So if the buyer plans to get this business, you'll be seeing the increase in profits for the next few months as well.
Yeah, that's really great. And, another low-hanging fruit that a potential buyer can definitely capitalize on and, take this business to the next level as well. So yeah, that was great. Nice having you on the call today, Ahmed. And I'm looking forward to seeing this listing getting sold for you in the near future.
Thank you. I had a great time with you.
Same here. Thank you so much. And all right, everyone. So thanks for listening. To learn more and to see if this listing is sold or to place a refundable deposit, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 47198. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And by placing a refundable deposit, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.